Well, how you doing, subscribers? How you doing, new viewers? I'm Ion Prime. Thank you so much for joining me today, and got a fun list of stories to talk about for today, including Evercade's Doom tease and PlayStation Diorama madness. Yeah, we'll be talking about this, and at the end of this video, going to talk. It's Doom related as well, and talk about probably one of the luckiest purchases that I ever got to make, and it involved Doom. We'll be talking about that at the end of this video. But first up, Evercade. They are teasing their previously announced Doom cart. Now they've got a big event that they're teasing on Facebook coming up tomorrow. Well, I wouldn't say event, more just a large announcement about Doom. As we did hear earlier in the year that they were releasing a cart with the old school first person shooters. And all he gave was a release date of this year. So I would assume the video, because there wasn't really any details other than Doom plus Evercade in the video. So I would assume we're going to get some look at obviously the gameplay from the Evercade. Probably get a look at the carts. I'm sure we'll get a release date for these as well. I believe it's Doom and Doom 2 that will be on the cart from what I've heard from some other previous reportings. And even the carts will be in red as well. So, yeah, if you're a fan of Evercade, I got Doom, which will be coming up very soon. And pretty cool. I have not had the chance to get into Evercade yet. I need to, because I really like a lot of those carts that they've released. Not all of them. A lot of those games are just nothing nostalgic for me. But there are some of those carts that I would like to pick up and be able to play. And that new Evercade Nexus, that handheld that they have that's coming out pretty soon, looks pretty cool as well. But this should be a pretty cool announcement. I will check it out tomorrow and give you some more details tomorrow afternoon with this Doom announcement from Evercade. And Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, it releases tomorrow on PS5 and PC. And also released today was a comic to go along with the fighting game. The interesting thing about that comic is that it features three characters that are actually not in the game: Thor, Nova, and Shalabal Silver Surfer. And a lot of folks are thinking that these are the other three characters that may be released soon with that Year One DLC. We already know about Phoenix Cyclops, but these other three have not been announced, and maybe these will be the characters. I think they would fit. Thor would be awesome. Silver Surfer would definitely be awesome. Nova would be pretty cool. I kind of like they include in Nova. I like some of the deep cut characters they have in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, but all right, we'll see. We'll see what happens over the next few months as they get all the details of the Year One DLC, and if this is what people are thinking in this particular comic. So we'll see. Phoenix Cyclops coming out very soon, but we'll have to wait and see if for sure Thor, Nova, and Shalabal Silver Surfer will be a part of Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. I did enjoy that open beta that was a couple of weekends ago. I'm probably not going to pick it up first thing tomorrow, but later on down the line, I think I definitely will be picking up Marvel Tokon Fighting Soul. Should be a fun game. And some collectors are going pretty nuts over some new PlayStation dioramas. Now, these were announced earlier this year, and they looked really cool. And we didn't get much other details than that. I think we got the price on them, but nothing else like where we could buy them, that kind of deal. And there's four of them that were teased. There's a PlayStation 1 console diorama that features Twisted Metal, Siphon Filter, Medieval, and Cool Borders. And then there's a Twisted Metal 2 that features a Sweet Tooth in that diorama. There's a Final Fantasy 7 diorama that features Cloud and Sephiroth at Nibelheim while it's burning, which that one looks really, really awesome. And a Metal Gear Solid featuring a Snake and Gray Fox, or Cyborg Ninja is what he's actually referred to. But these dioramas look really cool. There was a listing that was that supposedly went up on Target's website recently, but when you click to it, it basically says it's unavailable or that it's sold out. So no one really knows where you can actually buy these just yet. But again, people are wanting these. They're kind of going a little nuts over these dioramas, and they look really cool. I really like them. I want to get that Final Fantasy 7 one, and I want to get the Metal Gear Solid one. Both of those look really cool. I believe they're all $15 except for the PlayStation one. That one is $25. So I don't know. We'll keep an eye out on this, and if there is any more to report about it, I will definitely let you know. And finally, I really hope these come to the US at some point, but right now they're only available in Japan. It's from a fashion company in Japan called Super Groupies, and they put up for pre order starting today. They're three watches, and these are modeled after the Sega Dreamcast, Sega Saturn, and the Sega Mega Drive. And the faces look really, really cool. Like the faces where you see the Dreamcast buttons, and you get that middle portion of the Mega Drive is on part of the face, and then the Sega Sat. They look really, really nice. I have a thing for watches. I like wearing watches. I like having a watch on my wrist, even though I know the time is on my phone. But I like having a watch on my wrist. And these are up for pre-order. Again, it's 27,500 yen, which is roughly $175 US. But again, these are only going to be available in Japan. Whether they get moved over here to the US, who knows? We'll just have to keep an eye out on this. And if it does happen, then I will definitely let you know. But these are expected to ship in February of next year, but they do look really, really cool. All right, so today in my collection, I want to talk about just a really lucky purchase that I ran into, and talking about the Doom port for Evercade. It made me think about when I got this, but this was, I don't know, 2018, 2019 or so. I was in one of my local Walmarts here in town, and they had a sale on some physical PlayStation 4 games, and one of those happened to be Doom Slayers Collection. Now, this has been out. Many people have picked this up, but what was really cool is that it was only $10. I was like, really? And I took a look at it. I was like, man. And I saw on the front, it's got Doom 2016 on it, which is really cool. But it's got Doom, Doom 2, and Doom 3. They have codes for a digital download for the games. And I was like, for $10, I'm getting four games, four really good games. I'm just going to have to get it. And so I did, and obviously opened it up and added the Doom 1, Doom 2, and Doom 3 to my PlayStation 4, played Doom 2016 as well. But it was really cool what was inside of this as well, because there was a really cool Doom poster that was available with this, which obviously you see I had not added that to my wall. But it also had a really cool PlayStation 4 controller skin that was Doom themed. Now, I really should have just left it in the case, but I didn't. I wanted to put it on my controller, so I put it on the controller. I think I eventually ended up taking it off because it started coming loose. So, yeah, I should have really just kept that in the case and not put it on the controller. But still, it was really, that decal was really neat for the PlayStation 4 controller. Of course, I have an advertisement. Doom Eternal had not come out at the time, so there was an advertisement for that. And then, of course, the download code for the games. And this was something I actually never did. And I remember doing these back in the 90s. These are kind of like the mail-in rebates. So this is really cool. You get a $10 prepaid Visa card if you mail that in for that. So I never did that, though, so I still have that card there to fill out. What you can't fill it out now, but it's just cool to have it in the case. But again, I should have kept that decal for the PlayStation 4 controller. That would have been really cool. But I don't know. It was just a fun purchase. Just a happenstance ran into it. I think that this was the only copy actually of the game that was on the shelf listed for $10. There was another game for $10 there, and I cannot remember what that one was. So obviously it wasn't something that I wanted in my collection, but seeing this one, just happened to run across it at my local Walmart for only $10, which, sometimes my local Walmarts will have some interesting sales because I was able to pick up, and I think I've talked about this before, I was able to pick up Metroid Dread for the Nintendo Switch. They had it on sale for $20. Yeah, and there was like 2 or 3 copies that were still in the case there, so I've got to pick this up. I mean, it's a first-party Nintendo game, and it's less than normal price. So, yeah, I had to pick that up for $20. And still working through Metroid Dread right now. Still that one boss is kicking my butt. I cannot, off the top of my head, I can't remember his name right now, but he's the one that you have to fight to be able to thaw everything out. And he is, whatever reason, he is kicking my butt. And I've gotten close a couple of times, but I'm just going to have to keep plowing through and eventually I will get past him. So, but thank you guys so much for watching today. Again, I'm Ion Prime. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button. Would love to have you as a subscriber. If you want to talk about anything that I've talked about today, do that down in the comment section below. All my sources for any of the stories I have talked about today, that will be in the description down below as well. So be sure to stop by those sources, get some more details. And I think that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much again for watching. And to keep your controllers charged, I'll be back tomorrow with some more gaming news. Thank you, guys.